With people in ranked using mainly full auto weapons, now might be the perfect time to learn or relearn sniping. If you know how to play it correctly, you'll be able to dominate and go against anyone in the game. It also improves your overall gameplay in more ways than one. And you should know by now that having the right settings is the first step you need to become an effective sniper. A sensitivity where you can track, flick, or switch targets consistently, a 3 to 4 finger HUD setup for more finger control, and an FOV value where you can comfortably spot enemies no matter how high or low it is. So it's important to experiment until you find the right settings for you. Remember that a perfect setting doesn't exist, and there's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all setting. It all comes down to personal preference and the device that you're playing on. Enough with the settings, because today we will focus on showing you the 6 tips to help you become a sniper god. We may have mentioned centering 100 times already in this channel, but I cannot stress enough on how important proper crosshair placement is. Centering helps you reduce the time needed to align your shots to your target, have a faster reaction time, and hit more accurate shots. Keep your crosshair at chest level and place it on angles where enemies usually go. This way you can lessen the adjustment that you need if an enemy does a slide or jump peek from a corner. Proper centering also helps you become more accurate against moving targets by placing your crosshair towards the direction where your enemy is going. To practice keeping your crosshair at chest level, we recommend you to hop on the training mode lobby and shoot idle bots without moving your crosshair vertically at all. Or if you don't mind losing a couple of points trying to learn, you can spend time playing in ranked to get used to different elevations and heights. Try to look for specific points in the map to help you remember where to place your crosshair, such as Summit's 2F, Raid's Kitchen, Money Room, or Tunisia's Shadow, for example. As time goes on, you may likely develop muscle memory and you won't have to remind yourself anymore. And of course, we have to mention that mastering this skill makes quickscoping a lot easier, and we all know how popular quickscoping is. It's fast, flashy, and satisfying to do. With proper centering, we don't have to swipe that much just to center our aim, and we can easily land quickscopes if needed. But of course, you can't center every single shot all the time. That's why you need to incorporate every type of shot into your playstyle and use each type when necessary. And that's where the basics of hardscoping comes in. Hardscoping is arguably the easiest sniping technique to learn and can be very effective if done correctly. It may sound too simple, but it is still an important skill you might want to add to your playstyle. It's effective if you like to play passively with a sniper, and it is widely used by pros in the bigger stages. So when, where, and why exactly should you hardscope? Hardscope when you're trying to snipe an enemy at long range, when you're playing at bigger maps, and when you're holding angles where enemies usually come or push through. Take firing ranges long A, mid, terminals A main, and office, for example. May it be S&D or respawn game modes, always try to take advantage of the wide spaces around the map, because that's where you will shine. Hardscoping is a great tactic for players who like to play it slow but precise, but you also have to be aware that each sniper has its own weapon sway after you scope in. To explain it shortly, your reticle will constantly move when you scope in after a short period of time depending on your build. Here's the idle scope sway for the Locust and the DLQ side by side. You can reset your weapon sway by scoping out and in again, or you can use the Iron Lungs perk, which I will talk about later on. Just remember to not spend too much time aiming down your sights, or else you will be an easy kill for the enemy who tries to wrap around you as you are a stationary target. In quick scoping, you aim down sight and quickly fire the shot and immediately scope out. This is a much faster way to take a shot, but you sacrifice a bit of accuracy for speed. In hard scoping, you ADS and stay fully scoped in until you take the shot. This may be the most precise way to aim, but it leaves you completely exposed and become an easy kill as you will be a stationary target. Drag scoping is a middle ground between these two techniques.
To drag scope,
First, you have to press ADS, then quickly drag the scope across the enemy body until the reticle is aimed directly at the enemy's body. Once the reticle is finally aimed at the target, you can now take the shot, then scope out. It may not be as fast as quick scoping, but drag scoping allows you to take a quick shot without sacrificing too much accuracy compared to quick scoping. The best time to drag scope would be if you think you won't be able to land the quick scope that you wanted. It may take some time to master, but it can be very effective if done correctly. When it comes to sniping, having lightning fast reaction time is crucial, and your sniping skills can only take you so far until your hardware becomes a limiting factor. But guess what? Today's video is sponsored by Red Magic, and they just announced the Red Magic 8S Pro, the ultimate weapon for snipers like us. Let me tell you, this device has made a noticeable difference in my sniping performance. The screen on this beast allows me to play COD Mobile and other mobile games at the highest frame rate possible. That means I'm getting more information and reacting faster than those playing at a measly 60 frames per second. And check this out, it has a mind-blowing touch sampling rate of 960 Hz. Every time I scope and shoot, it registers instantly. It's a dream come true for quick scopers. Struggling to track enemies while scoping? Red Magic 8S Pro has got you covered. You can choose from a variety of custom crosshairs to enhance your accuracy. Personally, I find a small dot in the middle works wonders for my aim. Having trouble spotting players from a distance? No problem. You can increase contrast and brightness to reveal those sneaky dark enemies with the energy cube all within the game space. But it's not just you who's getting better. The Red Magic 8S Pro is keeping up with the latest technology, equipped with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, offering increased GPU running speed, and it features a re-engineered thermal control system called ICE12 cooling system, ensuring fast heat dissipation for comfortable gaming sessions. Let's not forget the 6000 mAh battery. It can fully recharge in less than 40 minutes, perfect for gamers on the go. Oh, and did I mention that all 8S Pro models now come with RGB lights? It's not just about the performance, it's about aesthetics too. Red Magic has released 3 new designs, but my personal favorite is Platinum with its perfect silver hue and 3D nano etching for a sleek finish. So which design are you going for? Now you can improve your sniping with speed and in style. Click my link in the description below to get yours now. A huge shout out to Red Magic for sponsoring today's video. There are different types of movement that you can use with a sniper. Slide jumping, dolphin jump, and slide canceling. You can use it not just for peeking but during gunfights as well. But before we continue, I want to tell you guys that you must have at least a comfortable 4-finger layout. A 3-finger HUD is okay as long as you can press the buttons I'm about to mention and swipe at the same time. Let's talk about the basic slide jumping first. It's pretty self-explanatory and easy to do. You just have to tap slide, then tap jump, and swipe to the direction you want. Or swipe while in the process of slide jumping, then ADS. Another great thing about slide jumping is that you can actually add another movement technique like bunny hopping. You simply just have to slide, jump, press ADS, then bunny hop. Doing this helps you build some sort of momentum that makes you cover more distance while being a harder target to hit. Slide cancelling in COD Mobile isn't exactly the same as Warzone 1's slide cancel, since tactical sprint doesn't exist in COD Mobile to start with. To slide cancel, you only have to tap slide and then tap the ADS button right away to cancel your slide animation. Pretty simple, right? And yes, you will still look as if you're sliding normally in your enemy's perspective, so don't worry about not covering the same distance as a normal slide. Not only does it look and feel satisfying to do, it's also helpful for adjusting your crosshair placement whenever you peek an angle. You also might want to increase your walk sensitivity to around 80 to 90 as you don't want to end up crouching during a gunfight. The next movement technique is called dolphin jump. To perform a dolphin jump, you simply face the direction where you want to slide and face the opposite direction after and jump. It's similar to slide jumping, but this time you get to change directions to become unpredictable and outsmart your enemy. Make use of any covers you can find, not just for dolphin diving, but for every single movement that you do for a more effective outcome. Pulling out your secondary like a melee or pistol before making a move with your sniper gives you a small movement speed boost. So try to take advantage of its mobility before you do anything. But speaking of a secondary weapon, a common mistake that players make is the overdue weapon switching. Believe me when I tell you that switching weapons when it's not needed can actually hurt you more than help you. It does look stylish, but pulling out your melee and sniper costs you time no matter how fast you do it. That's why it's better to always have your gun up if needed, and remember the saying, don't bring knives to a gunfight. Staying in one position for too long makes you a stationary target for the enemies. Skilled players will counter you by using utilities to flush you out from cover and will try to flank you from the sides and behind. To become an effective sniper, we suggest you follow these tips. Peek first to get info, pre-aim a place where an enemy would normally show up, try to get a kill, then reposition. Like this, and this. But if you want to play it safe, just hardscope an angle, be patient and let the enemies make the move to keep the element of surprise. Always be aware of your surroundings, rely on audio and visual cues like the minimap, footsteps, and reposition if needed. When repositioning, always move close to cover such as walls, boxes, and vehicles, or anything that can provide you protection from enemy fire. Find power positions or any vantage points that open up new angles for you to play, like in Terminal's water tank, Raid's fountain, and Hackney Yard's roofs. Remember, being out in the open with any weapon is like asking yourself to get shot, but with a sniper, it's even worse. Move carefully from point to point and make sure there are areas of safety along your way. It's also important to note that as a sniper, it's your job to get the opening kills and provide cover for your teammates as they make space for you. Always act fast, because a second you spend trying to get into position is also a second you're not doing anything for the team. Finding the right balance between staying in one place and moving from one point to another still depends on you and the type of situation you're in. So your decision making and your ability to adapt to certain situations will always play a huge part of it. For the final piece for you to become a sniper god, all you need left is a good sniper loadout. Use the ZRG, SVD, and the HDR for a more passive playstyle, the Koshka, Outlaw, and the Locust for a more aggressive approach. And of course, the one and only DLQ if you want a versatile sniper rifle. You can run the Locust with a stopping power mag to make it as versatile as the DLQ, but you will have to sacrifice a suppressor that helps you maintain a low profile as a sniper. The frag grenade, thermite, and contact grenade is okay to use when sniping. We highly suggest to use trophy systems to protect yourself from enemy utilities. Flashbangs and stun grenades are also okay if you want to play aggressive and go for clips. For the operator skills, we recommend the Annihilator, Kinetic Armor, and TAC 5 when sniping. For the score streaks, use the UAV, Shock RC, and a mid-value score streak like the Predator Missile or Sentry Gun. Use Lightweight for the red perk. The 5% movement speed boost will help you rotate and move around the map faster. Iron Lungs is also a good choice if you like to hardscope and hold angles a lot, as it increases your lung refresher, which controls how long your sniper will remain steady for aiming until it begins to sway. The green perk is more for a personal preference. Use Toughness to help you reduce the hit flinch when you scope in, or use Amped if you want to switch between your sniper and secondary and use utilities faster. And Dead Silence for the blue perk category. I didn't want to go in depth for these secondaries because it will make a video a bit too long, and I wanted to focus primarily on snipers, but here are some secondary weapon builds that you can pair up with your sniper. Because a wise man once said, switching to your pistol is a lot faster than reloading. Here are the full loadouts for sniping. And here are the builds for every single sniper that I mentioned in this video. What's your secret sniping tip? Let us know down in the comments below. Do you even know how to quickscope? Learn the best tips from Cisco himself right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.